Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. My name is Jaden. I want to make a quick video for you guys about belief and how important that is. And the reason why is because I was struggling with that today. I was really struggling all of a sudden with belief. It started to get shaken, that my mind started to play these thoughts in the head of things that I didn't want to happen. It kept saying like, oh, what happens if I fail? What happens if I don't achieve my goal? What happens if this doesn't work? And I started to get caught up in those thoughts, and I really started to feel down. I started to feel like, wow, dude, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I can't achieve the goals that I set for myself. And I had this realization like, wait a second. Remember, this is just the mind. This is what it does. Our mind is designed, it's been programmed to create fear and to find things that could potentially harm us, because this mind has been around for thousands, millions of years, and its job was to protect us, and is to protect us still. But unfortunately, because there's no physical dangers usually in our lives, a lot of the fears that we have are irrational. They say, oh, what happens if this person's judging me? Like, you should worry about that. Or what happens if, oh, you can't do that? You can't achieve success. You can't achieve building your own online business. It will come up with all of these different fears that are irrational, because it's designed to do that. And I got so caught up with my own thoughts by, when my mind was saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't achieve your goal because this, and this. And I had that realization that, wait a second, remember, those are just thoughts. That's just what the animal mind does. And I don't have to pay attention to it, because again, those fears are illogical, they're irrational, they're not true. That's just the mind. That's just what it does. It'll always find and look for the things that are negative, and it will generalize. It will distort things. It will exaggerate things to make you pay attention to it. It will exaggerate and create emotions so that way you will pay attention to it, but realize you don't have to listen to that. You don't have to listen to that. You can learn to let go of those thoughts because they don't serve you. And if they don't serve you, well, why listen to them? And belief, guys, you guys have heard so many people say you have to believe in yourself, and that's obviously true. But if you guys are struggling to believe in yourself, like I was earlier today, realize you don't have to be perfect. And I think that's a big weight off your shoulders. You don't have to believe in yourself like 100% of the time. Like God knows, and the universe knows, and we know that we're not perfect, and we don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect to achieve success. You don't need to be perfect to change people's lives. You don't need to be perfect to achieve the life and the goals and the dreams that you have for yourself. So I think that can be a big weight off your shoulders to remember that, hey, you don't need to be perfect. Tony Robbins said that perfection is the lowest standard on earth, but sometimes we get so caught up in thinking, oh my gosh, we have to visualize our dream life 24/7. We have to believe in ourselves 24/7. We can't let any negative thought enter our mind. But the truth of the matter is that, yeah, you're gonna fall off the wagon. You're gonna get caught up in negative thoughts. You're gonna be in your head. You're gonna think of things that you don't want to happen. You're gonna feel stressed. You're gonna feel worried. But realize that's okay. That's totally fine. What matters is that you bring awareness back and realize, hey, it's okay. It's just the mind. It's just what it does. But I don't have to listen to that. I can let go of those thoughts and realize those aren't my thoughts. My thoughts are not me. My mind is not me. I am not my mind. I'm bigger than my mind, because I am the one who's observing the thoughts in my mind. And those thoughts, those fears, that negativity is irrational and it doesn't serve me. It doesn't benefit me. So I'm not going to listen to it and pay attention to it. So if you guys are struggling with belief right now, like I was, then just realize, guys, hey, that's totally fine. Just do your best, pick yourself back up, refocus on where you want to go, because all the time we think about, or most of the time people think about what they don't want to happen. They see the mental images and play it over and over in their head of things that they don't want to happen. They either think about things that happened in their past that were uncomfortable, or they think about a future that they don't want, and so they feel bad in advance. But if you do the opposite of that, if you think about what you do want and visualize that, and I know you guys have heard that, I'm sure, from me or many other people online, to visualize what you want, think about what you want all the time. And I know you guys know that intellectually, but just do your best with it, guys. Like I said, you don't have to visualize 24/7. You don't have to do all these things perfectly. Because part of the reason why I started to feel that way, part of the reason why I started to lose that belief is my mind convinced me that, oh, you have to do it perfectly. If you don't believe for just, a few minutes, then you're done. You're never going to achieve your goal. And it's like, I realized that after a few hours, like, wait a second, that's BS. That's crap. Okay? That's bullshit. Like, that's not true. If we start to, if I start to feel fearful or negativity come up, that's okay. That's going to happen, and it's okay as long as we understand that, we accept that, we don't resist it. It's not that you have to eliminate all negative thoughts from your life. It's not like you have to deny them and cancel them out each time. It's just simply you don't listen to them. You learn to let go of them. That's the biggest thing, and it took me a while to let go of them, but that's what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to say to you guys. It's okay if it takes a little bit of time for you to let go of them. What matters is once you bring awareness to that, hey, that's just the mind, it's just my thoughts, or that's just, the thoughts in the sky, or in my mind, they're like clouds in the sky. They all fade away. All emotions, all thoughts, all fears, they all fade away, and they're replaced with something new. So just know, hey, this too shall pass. These thoughts will fade. These fears will fade. This negativity will fade, and it will pass by. And then, but as soon as you have awareness, then just refocus on where you want to go. Start thinking and visualizing about where you want to go, and just do your best, guys. Just do your best. You don't need to be perfect with this. You don't need to be perfect to succeed, to achieve your goals. Because what's the alternative? The alternative of believing in yourself is not believing in yourself. That's the alternative. But obviously that's not a very good alternative, because what will happen if you don't believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, then you're not going to achieve your goals. It's that simple. But what happens if you do decide to believe? And you can ask yourself empowering questions like, what happens if I do achieve my goal? What happens if I do achieve my goal? Even if it may seem like you're running out of time, even if it may seem like you're running out of money, or you're running out of resources, or you don't know what to do or what to start with, those things will come to you as long as you believe. So ask yourself the question, what happens when I do achieve my goal? What will it look like when I am making passive income? What happens, how amazing will it feel when I'm traveling the world? How amazing will it feel when I have the house of my dreams? And just think about that. Feel those positive emotions inside you. Think of how spectacular this can be when you're living your dreams. Because another thing that really helped me today to refocus on what I want to happen in my life, to increase and help myself start believing again, was to realize, hey, in 5 years from now, I'm going to look back at this, and I'm going to laugh about it. I'm going to laugh about all these times, that I was struggling, I was worrying, like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do. I'm running out of time, running out of money, etc. I'll look back at that and be like, well, if only I knew how amazing it would work out, because it will. Because 5 years from now, you're going to look back at these struggles, at these fears, these doubts, these worries, and be like, oh my gosh, dude, I can't believe I was worried about that. I can't believe I stressed out about that, because everything worked out. Look where I am today. Look how amazing things have worked out. So that helps you gain perspective. That helps you gain elevation, and realize, hey, in the grand scheme of things, everything is going to work out. And so I don't need to be concerned. I can let go of those worry thoughts, those fearful thoughts, and just realize, hey, it's all going to work out for me. And so ask yourself empowering questions, visualize, do your best, realize, hey, you don't need to be perfect. Let go of the thoughts that are in your mind, because realize that you will achieve your goals no matter what. Even if, like I said, even if it seems like you're running out of time, even if you don't know what to do right now, just do your best. Just choose to believe, because without uncertainty, without faith, if I can talk, without uncertainty, you wouldn't need faith. I saw this on Instagram before, and it was like, I forgot his name. It's like Bishop something, but his on Instagram. I'll try and find him for you guys. But he said, without uncertainty, you wouldn't need faith, because think of it this way: if we knew everything, if we knew 100% that, oh, we would achieve our goal, like somehow we just knew, like with 100% certainty, and every fiber of our being at the beginning before we started to work towards that goal, then we wouldn't need faith. We wouldn't need to do whatever it takes and try out all these things, try out visualizing, asking ourselves empowering questions, creating a vision for our life. We wouldn't need to do any of those things if we already knew, hey, it was going to work out. And so that's why God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, creates some uncertainty in our life. He creates some instability, and that's to help us grow. Because without uncertainty, we wouldn't need to grow. We wouldn't need to do all these things. We wouldn't need to test and read all these books, all these podcasts, and try out all these different self-help things to improve our lives, to improve our belief, if everything was already certain. So uncertainty is a good thing. Remember, also, fear can be a good thing because it means you're growing. And so every single growth, every single thing that you improve or try to do, that is a win. And you also want to celebrate those wins, even the smallest wins, even you just making your bed, even you just taking a shower and brushing teeth, even you just, typing one word of your ebook, whatever it is. Celebrate those little wins too. Because that will give you momentum, that will give you confidence. But I hope this video can help you guys to remember to believe in yourself, even if it gets tough, even if you fall off the wagon, even if it's been a few days and, you've really been stressed and negative, saying, oh, I can't do this, and listening to the thoughts in your mind. That's okay. Just get back on it. Reinforce the legs of that belief. Reinforce why you should believe in yourself, why it's going to work out. Because also think of it this way, when it's 5 years from now, when you have achieved your goal, then you're going to look back and say, oh my gosh, I really wasted all that time worrying about that. I can't believe it. That's another thing I like to ask myself is dude, once I have achieved this goal on time, on schedule, then I'm going to look back and be like, oh my gosh, dude, I literally spent 3 hours this Saturday worrying about not achieving this goal. And well, I've achieved it now. So how silly was that? How stupid was that? And that kind of helps me gain perspective and clarity. And it's wow, dude, yeah, you're right. You're right. I shouldn't even be worried about this because I know it's going to happen. I know I'm going to achieve it. So I hope this video finds you well, because even by me telling this and sharing this with you guys, one, I hope that you guys get value out of it. I hope you can learn from my mistakes so that way you guys don't have to go through these things that I go through. I hope that these things and the events that I have that happen in my life, I hope that they can benefit you and serve you. So that way, like I said, you can achieve success faster and not have to go through certain things that I went through. But also by doing these videos, they also help me, because whenever I do a video on something, whatever it is, I made a video on 25 tips to feel truly happy. All of those tips, I hadn't applied all of those consistently in my life, but by doing that, by creating a video on those things, it helped me to relook at, hey, how can I make myself happier? What other rituals can I include that was in this video and really apply this to my life and improve my happiness as a result? My point with that is that by creating these videos, they also help me so much. They help me improve myself so much more, because I have to know it more. I have to really have this stuff down for me to be able to teach and share the stuff with you guys. So it really helps me as well by creating these videos, and I just hope that it helps you guys too. So anyways, I know I've kind of been ranting on for 14 minutes now, but I hope this video helps you guys. Remember, you guys do not need to be perfect to achieve success. Just believe, do your best. Even if you fall off the wagon, that's totally fine. You don't have to listen to those fearful thoughts. Just know, hey, it's just the mind. It's just its job. It's what it's been designed to do. You don't have to blame it or anything like that. It's just doing the best it can for what it's got. With what it's been designed to do. So just appreciate it, move on. Don't listen to those thoughts. Just let them go and know that you are destined to achieve your goals. So hope this video finds you well. Let me know down below if this helped you at all. Subscribe for more videos just like this, and thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all.